Mrs. doesn't like me doing the podcast because I have a kid now, and apparently we're all gay.
What?
No, she's a slut, so get over it.
Oh, fucking hell. Fuck.
Oh, that was a great comeback, Jim.
We've got something important to post in the group chat.
That was important.
Oh, you're a dick, Ryan.
All right.
Fucking dick.
All right, good evening to episode 5 of the ThaStr8UpBustas. Where we get down and dirty with exciting news stories and also gaming. Tonight we've got Philip Schofield's grooming allegations and a bit of Vermintide with Dingle.
Yeep.
You should all know and love us by now. With R-Techz, Dingle, Gem, and myself, the SD. Let's get into it. So one of these is Schofield and McGreevy. He's seen this fake smile. She's not happy.
They were growing more and more distant over time.
There's Rolf Harris look there.
He might have had some like blackmail of some sort.
I personally believe that she knew what was happening, and then whilst it was all going well and good, she was okay with it because everyone was happy and everything. And then as soon as he screwed over Thingy, then things started falling apart.
You know about it's not fucking Piers Morgan, is it?
Oh, sorry, Rob. I saw your mouth moving and forgot to turn you off mute. Right,
we've got the next one coming up.
Is it a video again?
Yeah, it's basically
my bad.
Piers Morgan actually fucking losing his shit over the whole of Schofield him. But I don't want to go on that straight away. I like to fucking share my screen even.
Holly Willabooby, oh my god damn.
Holly Willabooby. Hello, Wooby.
With her boobies, yeah.
She's fucking something else, isn't she?
What are we doing, Rob? You sharing the screen?
Yeah, jump on.
I can't see it. Is it because I'm also in the... Let me go out of
You might have to leave and come back.
I have. You haven't shared anything. Nothing. Oh, okay, I got it now. I think. If it will load. Okay, I'm
watching your web page.
Got you now.
You in?
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking hell, we need to practice this.
Nipboard.
I'm going to start it off with when did Philip Schofield start grooming Matthew McGreevy? So, on the conversation, justice for Matthew McGreevy, who was groomed by Philip Schofield from the age of 10. By grooming, it could be seen as like like an overly friendly teacher at work or teacher assistant, like they're always trying to help you, or they'll buy sort of things for you. I mean, if you look into safeguarding of like young children, it all tells you like the do's and don'ts for it. So he was essentially being a bit over the top when it comes to working with McGreevy.
He was breaching protocol.
Yeah, so
I didn't know that.
You're not supposed to give them gifts. You're not supposed to favouritize them. Anything that happens have to be written down, recorded, and relayed to the parents. So I get this is probably like an after school thing. Ironically called Two-Faced Theatre.
That was a very ironic name.
That wasn't ironic, Rob. SD. Don't lose.
Super language.
First off, how is that ironic?
Oh, because he was being two-faced in the way that he was treating this child, and in fact, he was giving him favoritism, but was ultimately trying to, fuck him.
Yeah, it's poops.
Yeah. I mean, he got in a relationship with him when he was still married, but when did he start that relationship? Because he obviously isn't going to say if it's before 16 or before 18, anything like that.
I don't know.
Even if he said it was 16, he'd still be breaking the law.
I'll text him and find out. Hold on.
So what are we looking at? You clicking on one of these or?
I'm going to go to that one. So there. So this is what fucking whole magazine says. That's what they say when I actually started the official story or whatever. So the former co-host Philip Schofield recently made headlines once again. Obviously, this isn't completely up to date because obviously this has been going on for a while, and things have only recently been ramping up. And I haven't actually been able to find anything like raw today. So yeah, he after 27 years of marriage, obviously facing rumours and speculation regarding his relationship with the showrunner Matthew McGreevy, who was 34 years younger than him, which was mental. So obviously he had to cover his tracks, say, "Oh, I'm gay" or some shit like that. Otherwise,
But he did go out with him.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for that.
I couldn't help it. I was waiting.
I mean, it said, "Who did Philip Schofield have an affair with?" So Matthew McGreevy, whom he hired when he was 18 years old. But hang on, so he's been groomed since he was 10 years old. So 8 years. So what in those 8 years? Fucking hell, what the fuck? Okay, since he was 11 years old. Well,
we probably don't want to know.
From the age of 10. So I think there's a discrepancy within the information there.
Even if it's a year apart, it doesn't really.
Yeah.
It's probably a case of he joined at 10, but didn't actually meet Schofield until he was 11.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's fucked up.
I'm just saying, you don't really want to start a acting career going through a school called Two-Faced Acting School.
Yeah,
it just seems like that's just red flags everywhere. That is.
Oh, big time, and it's ironic.
I mean, going on to the next page is so quick little Google search: Philip Schofield relationship Matthew McGreevy. So this is what I'm going on about the whole grooming side of things. So over time, Philip Schofield developed as Matthew McGreevy's mentor. So he was his mentor. So what was he doing?
Art lessons.
Yeah.
He was teaching him how to be an assassin, as a la Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
You might be right about the ass part, yeah.
Yeah.
Ass assassin.
So Schofield, who had a wealth of knowledge, I'm sure he did, and experience, because he's 34 years older than him, in the entertainment business, was a useful mentor, McGreevy, who looked up to him as his mentor. So I think this is fucking mental. I mean, it just got fucking ridiculous. So if you want to go back to the activity,
The YouTube, I will stop watching your screen.
Same.
And give it a bad review because it was blurry and pixelated.
Yeah, I couldn't read the small print of
that. So let's see. Piers Morgan go off in one.
That was hot. Revolt.
Hey, let's unmute ST.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was actually muting myself.
Any other material, or are we good to matter?
Yeah, just final thoughts on it, really. We go with Dingle first.
Yeah, I'll go with the first. I didn't know that he groomed it as 10. I just automatically, saw in the papers that he was 16, but I didn't know that. And this whole interview, he's sat there doing the sad face and that. Fuck him. Disgusting. You don't groom kids. They're children, they're babies. I mean, 10, 11, whatever, right? It's disgusting. He should be in jail. He shouldn't be allowed to see see the sunlight for a long time. I think fuck him. I hope his career goes down the shitter. Fuck it.
It has.
Well, good. I hope it carries on that way.
I just want to make sure everyone kind of knows the definition of grooming, just in case there's viewers out there that don't actually, know, unless they want to do a quick Google search.
Grooming is where you look after your looks, isn't it? Where shaving and getting your hair done and having a shower.
Yeah.
That is one of the definitions, but I do know the one you were talking about.
Hang on, that says child grooming because That's the definition of one.
As long as you didn't put how at the front of
How to groom a child, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So
Right.
grooming is when someone builds a relationship, trust, and emotional connection with a child or young person so they can manipulate, exploit, and abuse them. Children and young people who are groomed can be sexually abused, exploited, trafficked. Anybody can be a groomer, no matter their age, gender, or race. Diversity, inclusion there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or religion.
Have we gone
Gem.
around Dingle and Gem, or not? I don't know where.
Just Dingle. I haven't done mine yet, but my final thoughts on that is, having found out that he'd known this person since they were 10, well, 11, in my opinion, makes it so it's more obvious that it was a case of grooming. Like prior to this, it was sort of like, it could have been this, could have been that, but it's clear that he's been working along, making this child like him, and then, doing all this stuff to end up in this situation. And then he screwed the kid over because he was obviously older than he likes now. And
lost interest.
he decided to come forward, and so he had to come out as being gay and not come out as being a pedophile.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is definitely one now. Now that I've found out about that.
R-Techz.
Unfortunately, I have a confession. He is my uncle.
So you got groomed as well.
Yeah. A lot of stories I could tell you. No, on a serious note, there's two things in this world that I find that like almost unforgivable, at least in my eyes, which is being racist, like properly racist.
Yeah.
Not like jokey, and pedophilia. For me, there's probably a few others, but those two always stand out. If you really are racist, I probably hate you, and if you're a pedophile, I definitely hate you.
I mean, if you're going to be racist, at least include everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Diversity, inclusion.
At that point.
No, I mean, if you shit on white people,
you're not racist. You're not racist if you hate everyone. You're an equal opportunities hater.
Yeah. But anyway, to finish off my point, so those two things, I just and now that like Gem, I didn't realize to be fair, I didn't actually. I feel like I was probably the most non-informed person here because I actually didn't even know who the what's his name, Matthew Mackenzie or something.
McGee.
Oh, McGee. Oh, that's even easier to remember.
McGreevy.
Okay, we'll just call him Matt. Oh wait, no. Wait.
No names.
No.
We won't call him that. Anyway, the kid. We'll say the kid. Knowing who he actually was now and his age, whether it's 10 or 11, it's just bored me to my core. It's really struck a chord, and now I think that really needs to be looked into. And
how do you feel about ITV?
I hope they find some proof, and I hope he goes down for it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about ITV about it?
I hope he doesn't have people behind the scenes plucking the strings and him just being in there for 2 years or something stupid.
ITV needs to have a serious restructuring.
He needs to step up. But you could say the same for BBC though, like all the stuff.
Stuff. Step up their safeguarding. You've got kids going in there.
Yeah,
it should be educational purposes, and the staff should rotate so there wouldn't be that relationship. My final thoughts on this is, we'll go at the end. My final thoughts on this is, ITV needs to get a grip because it's been said that their safeguarding and the way they treat children isn't as it should be under the law. I mean, my missus works in childcare and she has to go through mountains of law and paperwork just so she can work there, and that she knows like the signs of abuse. how to treat children, record everything.
Yeah.
And I can see it's an absolute nightmare, but they are professionals, and that's what they should do. They should be professional about it and know that they should protect children and give them the opportunities to learn from it, but also protect them. Going on to this Philip Schofield thing, it's a case of I've done my research, and a lot of the stuff I tried to find has been redacted or been taken down.
Redacted,
false information, even though it actually makes sense.
So redacted means that it's been censored. So it basically means that they've removed the things that they don't want you to see.
Yeah, gagging order,
that kind of thing.
And I just think it's disgusting that this bloke managed to get away with it. I mean, it's
for so long.
I mean, it seems like paedophile season at the moment, but it's just a case of I reckon there's a law passed that we're allowed to go after him now.
There's a cult. There's a cult of them, and they all.
It's the entertainment industry.
Yeah, Hollywood.
Hollywood and
Hollywood's full of paedophiles.
Yeah, Jeffrey Epstein had his own island with a load of children on it.
Yeah, the funny thing is for me, I always used to hear people say that. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, Hollywood's full of pedos," and like the statement sounds funny, so I would always laugh and never take it seriously. But the more and more of this stuff is coming out, I'm starting to fall.
There's a whole, and if you've got the millions and billions of pounds they have, they pay people off to keep quiet. That Jeffrey Epstein paid the judge off.
Yeah,
and you know what I mean. And it's the guys in suits that there's a secret cult out there that keep these people safe.
Scientology.
Yeah.
The Jamie Lee Curtis thing. Did anybody see that? The picture.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, the woman from Halloween.
What happened to her?
She took a picture of her dining room table, right? But in the background on her wall was an art painting, right, of a child in a suitcase naked, and that was art on her own wall.
What in the world?
And and obviously it's Hollywood. It's all these big men out there, but there's nothing we can do because we're not.
We're the little people.
It's like if all the little people got together and started, doing what the legal system would call a class action thing, then things would actually change because we're the ones that make them the money because we're the ones that are paying them.
That's true.
They've gone to the education system about that. They've all dumbed us down, and it's the media that's just gone, let's make everyone retarded by playing TikTok videos. I mean, China, the creator of TikTok, shall I say, in their country, all their algorithms are like to educational, promotional, well-being, that sort of thing. But over here, it's all the dumb people, like, being watched.
It's in
especially Dingle. Don't subscribe to that guy.
There's pedophile rings in the police. There's politics. It's everywhere. They control the media. They control the newspapers. Money talks and power. They have power. And I keep hearing it. Go on.
Sorry, carry on.
The thing is, they're trying to normalize it. Yeah. I've heard this 3 times. They're trying to normalize it.
All I can say is sorry, I'm carrying on.
It's just bizarre to me. I just think it's fucked up and they all need to be hung. That's my final thoughts.
Roger.
Carry on, Dingle.
You finished?
Yeah, done.
I mean, you've got a kid.
17.
7 years old. And you're probably thinking like she's walking down the street with her mum, or she's walking down the street with you, or whatever, or she's going to school, and there's a protection of these sorts of people. Or say, for instance, your kid wants to go into like media.
Yeah,
is she gonna get groomed the same way that Matthew McGreevy did?
Man, it makes me sick in the stomach.
I mean, if you caught the bloke trying it on, you'd fucking murder him, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but the thing is, I'd end up doing more time than he would.
Yeah,
you can't win. You can't win. They get in trouble. They get locked up for a year or 2, or they get bailed. and they're back on the streets. They're doing it again.
Well, let's make sure that this podcast makes millions so we can bail you out.
Yeah.
Now we haven't got like Black Lives Matter behind us, where all the celebrities are bailing out the criminals.
Yeah.
Maybe I should start. Maybe I should start hashtagging Pride since it's June.
I mean, going on to like these paedophile rings in Hollywood and whatnot. The Church of Scientology. I mean, we got Tom Cruise. He's probably going to sue me for saying this, but that bloke does all his own stunts, supposedly.
That's what
and do you know how old he is?
He's reduced the amount of stunts he does himself.
Mid-50s, isn't he?
I think he's close to the 60.
He is close to the 60, but he is slowly reducing the amount of stunts he does himself now because he has to because of his health.
Yeah.
His body is starting to,
decay
down. And unlike in certain science fiction universes, you can't just inject himself with some magical serum that makes him younger again.
Yeah, you can't do a Wesker and start turning
61 years old.
He's what?
61.
This bloke is 61 years old.
Yeah.
He looks like he's mid-40s. I mean, going back to the old paedophile thing, I reckon he's drinking fucking baby blood.
Baby blood.
Oh, that's just what my friend said. I think this is silly. It can't be true.
I mean, that bloke's got more money than sense. So does half the Hollywood actors. I mean, you see all the old ones just looking around at the new actors, kind of going, "I'm surprised I'm still here. I haven't been whacked yet." Oh, who is that? Who's the who was the guy who played the Godfather? Because I remember
damn it,
talking about him.
Tarantino,
no, that's the director.
Yeah, that is right.
Oh, damn it! Yeah, what's his name? That's going to piss me off.
It's Steven Spielberg, supposedly in nonce.
To be fair, there's a lot with this Jeffrey Epstein. The amount of celebrities I've seen, like images of on the island with him, down to Donald Trump, down to Will Smith. It's just all
Donald
fucked up.
Trump had his hands to himself in that photo.
Will Smith was there with his wife, and his wife was the one that was shagging other people.
Yeah, the thing is, Jeffrey Epstein's wife, she was the groomer.
Keep my wife's name out your goddamn mouth.
It was actually fucking not. So if you're going to quote, do it. Did you know, just before we switch to subject, that someone showed me a video, and I can't remember what it was, two celebrities at the time from like the 60s or something. The one of them did the same thing to another comedian, and near enough said word for word what Will Smith said. So it's making me think that it's all
staged.
Yeah, and then
it was staged. It was so obvious.
And Chris, what's his name, had like a very similar response as well. And my mate showed me that. I was like, damn.
Yeah, it's all an act. It's all so we all have something to talk about. More views, more to talk about it. The more money they get, they're winning.
Slappers,
fucking idiots.
Should we move on?
Yeah, let's move on. We're on to Vermintide next with Dingle. So if you would like to fire up your activity, or if you've already have.
I haven't got an activity.
Have you got something? No, I just wanted to chat.
I haven't. Could have used the gameplay I had, but no. But anyway, Vermintide. Wow. I am actually really enjoying the game. And,
me too.
And I wasn't expecting it to. It's gory. It is. I mean, unfortunately, all four of us aren't playing it. But he has an excuse now, so that's fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying it. Obviously, I'm higher level than you two.
Yeah.
So,
you're higher than Gem.
Yeah, because you two carry on playing after I leave, don't you?
Oh, yeah, fair point.
I have to leave because I actually have work.
Yeah, the Vermintide, yeah. I just want to talk about, like, what do you think they could do to, like, improve, certain bits of the game? Because it is just going from one bit to the next bit. It's like herds, like Call of Duty, innit? Like wave after wave.
Yeah, it feels very Left 4 Dead Earthfall.
Yeah.
I'm
enjoying it though. I'm enjoying it a lot.
So I have played the sort of next Tide game in the series, Darktide. So I do know some of the things that they have done to improve the experience. One of the things was that I noticed when we were playing Vermintide is that the waves came on like rapidly. Like there was really no real point where we could like take a breather. Whereas in Darktide there is like, unless you're in like a major, you know, part of the map where you have to do loads of different objectives and you have to constantly fight in there. There is sort of breather points where you can stop, get healed up, get your equipment sorted out, and sort of like just regroup.
Is it a bit like COD Zombies?
It's more like Left 4 Dead.
Yeah. It's amazing, SD. You're missing out. But yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it. I love the fact that when they all come round you and I just button dash. I left swing, right swing. You know, my favorite weapon is the I can't remember what the sword. Can't remember what it's called though. It did a lot of damage.
Or is it the great sword, the big one?
I think the big motherfucker. That was amazing. I don't really use the gun as much as I should, but I always save the gun for like the big bitches at the end.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way with the bow on the elf.
Yeah,
I really need to use that and her special ability more.
Yeah, I'm the same with the ability. I need to go.
Especially with the special ability for the elf, it's basically she fires off a bunch of arrows that just insta kill everything. That's basically a good way to clear out a horde in like a second.
Yeah. I mean, we in R-Techz played it the first time we played it, and we kind of just got left behind, didn't we, with the other people we were playing with? They kind of just did their own thing, and me and you got stuck. Then that was when it didn't save. The game didn't save because we died.
Yeah, that was annoying. That was irritating.
So
the second time we did the game, that was good. I think the only thing I can think of changing is less game chatter. They talk so much. It's a bit distracting.
It's just
again in Darktide there is a bit less, but also you get to pick what your character sounds like and their backstory.
Oh, you create a character rather than...
Yeah, you create a character. And because of that, you can also have 4 people of the same, you know,
class.
Yeah.
But yeah, is that like the new one then, the Darktide?
Yeah, Darktide's the new one. Yeah.
I need to check the gameplay out for that.
I mean, it is just the same as Vermintide, but set in the sci-fi universe instead.
Oh, okay. That sounds good to me. When are we next doing it? We need to plan a day. We did, didn't we?
Oh, I said that I'm free Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday evening.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, the next question, who's your favourite characters in it? Because mine is the guy I'm playing as. Dingle.
I'm sure Gems is going to be the one he's playing as.
Okay, so before I say this, everyone take note that I am playing the elf. However, her voice is starting to annoy me because she's talking too much.
There's the offspring.
I do enjoy playing as her. Hey. But I need to figure out, you know, which class. I'm probably going to play as, what's his name, the mercenary.
Yeah.
So I might, because he seems to be a bit quieter.
Yeah, they do talk a lot. It's like a constant. It's like I wonder how big the script was, because it's just ongoing. It just don't end. Don't end. But R-Techz, you've played as every character. Who's your favourite?
Well, yeah, technically I have actually. Yeah, still the mage.
The mage.
By quite a margin, just because it looks cooler. It's not even really to do with how effective she is.
So how many maps?
I tried. I don't know. I think there's about 8 maps overall.
There's 17 maps, not including Chaos Waste, I think.
Oh, is there?
Because there's 4 for each Starting one, and then there's more that you can download later on. There's
we need to start smashing that out.
There's I think like 3 or 4 DLC packs which add more levels.
Do you have to pay for them? Are they free?
You have to pay for them, yeah.
Knew it.
I feel like I want to complete every map.
I think it's the same with the other subclasses as well.
Oh yeah, there was others. Yeah, I was interested to see them. It reminds me a bit of Dead by Daylight, where you got to buy the killers.
Yeah.
I hate it when games do that though.
Yeah,
I don't like it being behind a paywall.
It's annoying. It's like when you
imagine like the old Tekken games doing that.
Oh god.
Luckily, I think the 5 playable characters from the start are good enough that you don't feel like you're missing anything by not having those classes.
No, I agree. I because you can just change your abilities and that anyway, and the magic and all that.
Yeah,
you can do that. So yeah, I think the 5 people at the start were probably. I'm happy. I was happy. I was going to be the elf at the start.
You mean
yeah,
dwarf?
but I'd already called dibs, didn't I?
No, I wasn't. I was the elf. I was going to be the elf.
Oh, Gem already beat you to it.
He did. But do you have a special guest? But yeah, mine was just discuss Vermintide and like. But the thing, I would say if they want to improve it, would be less of a script. Occasionally say something, but not every 20 seconds.
Yeah,
yeah, it's too much.
Yeah, like I said, in Darktide, it's
too much.
They only really talk when you're going in between areas.
Yeah,
and they certainly don't talk every 20 seconds in the hub area. Because
that's the most annoying.
There's so many people in the hub area that it would be fucking annoying because it's the hub area in Darktide is more like an MMO than anything.
Okay.
It's like walking through any town in Skyrim. Every fucker has to talk to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you get to the Cloud District often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
Fuck off, Nazim.
God, could you imagine if you walked downtown and everyone just came out to talk to you?
Said the same thing.
It'd be a nightmare, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I feel like I would end up being one of those people who like goes quick save, murders everyone, quick load.
Yeah. Yeah. Because like in Skyrim, when you kill someone, that's it. They can't come back.
Yeah, quite a lot of NPCs aren't even killable because they class them as.
I never played that game. I had it.
Oblivion, you can go a bit more in depth on who you kill, but Skyrim can be quite limited.
Is Skyrim good? I've seen
actually, there's actually a lot of characters in Skyrim are just timed. So like once you've completed their quest, they're no longer people that need to be alive, so you can murder them. Then
that's true.
I
did the quest for the first time about there was this red guard. Hold on a sec, SD. There was this red guard woman. She was asking for help because there were these. Yeah, you already know already. These like assassins. Well, not really assassins, but warriors. Warriors are after her. And I thought of doing it in the most like backhanded way possible. Like I just thought about me in the scenario. There wasn't really like a right or a wrong. So I ended up turning her into the warriors. I was like, same distance, sit right. And then she goes up, they have a little... He's like, you're coming back with us. You need to face your crimes because she murdered someone or something. Oh, no, she spoke treason on the king.
She sided with the high elves.
Yeah. So they finished their dialogue. He paid me. And then I just killed her and then killed him. And then just took the rest of the gold. And whatever she had. And I was just there like, yep, just casually walked back in the town.
Actually murders 2 people and walks into the town.
Yeah, I love it's quite a bit of freedom.
It's
Did I what? Sorry? Oh, did I get the mod where you can kill the infants? I did and it didn't work.
Yeah, sure it did.
It was called killable offspring. I downloaded it and tried to kill the first child that I saw, but it didn't work.
Oh my god!
There are ones
This
that
is in a video game.
tied
For
to
anyone
quests.
watching,
There are
No,
children that are tied to quests. It might have been that.
That's the thing in like. That's why GTA don't have any. You never see any like women pushing pushchairs or babies, do you? Unless it's a cutscene.
yeah,
But,
true.
You do sometimes see abandoned
Yeah.
pushchairs, but there's nothing in them.
Yeah.
You
No,
never really see
actual
old people
child.
either. I can't remember the last time I've seen like old people, not in GTA 5 anyway.
You know what'll happen? Somebody will make a school. Sorry, they'll create a school and they'll be like weirdos.
Don't SD.
No, SD.
Wait, what? No, don't ask.
He's on about doing like a virtual school shooting in GTA. That's what he's saying.
Oh,
There will be people out there who will want to do that.
Exactly. Hence why they shouldn't do it in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
for warning, if you're viewing this, SD is a special guest.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's.
And-
I mean,
has
special
IP.
as in
Don't lick windows, no.
a DJ.
DJ. Wait, I love that. I love that Maltesers advert with the lady in the wheelchair. He was like, "Yeah, it was there," and suddenly I just like, and all the Maltesers go off the
Yeah, I've seen it.
table. I love that advert. Oh, so
I
good.
like the one with the deaf woman where she's talking about the dog that eats her hearing aid.
Mm.
Definitely
Hearing
seen that one.
Yeah.
He said that she'll get it back in about 2 weeks.
I think the best advert I've ever seen, going off topic, is where the woman goes into the sea and she gets eaten by a great white shark, and the advert comes up saying Tampax, wet safety.
What the hell is that got to do with it?
It was on like banned adverts, and you see this girl swimming, and a shark just jumps up and eats her, saying "Be safe."
I can't believe that was a real advert.
There's a banned adverts on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious. But yeah, Vermintide, we're gonna get back on it soon.
I enjoy Vermintide. We definitely need to get on Earthball as well. We've all
Yeah,
got both of the
Earthball.
games. So.
Yeah,
It's true.
I've got to find out why it's not starting up for me.
Please do. Check the local files unless you've already done it.
Yeah, I checked the local files after it started not working for me.
Oh.
I honestly believe it's a case of the I'm on an operating system that it doesn't allow, so I've got to find some form of fix for it.
Yeah. I mean, Earthfall's a good game. I think out of the two, I'm actually enjoying Vermintide more.
Nice. I need to get on that shit.
It's just where you got the sword and you swing and their heads come off, their arms come off. Oh, it's brilliant. I mean, Earthfall is good.
Here's the war.
Decapitation, that's for sure.
Yeah. It is gory, isn't it? That's what you class as gory.
Yeah, damn straight.
I heard there was a chainsaw in the game as well.
Just so you know, that's in Darktide.
Oh. Well, now that goes. I bet that's a bloody mess. Get it? Dunch.
Yeah, you literally like cut people in half, like.
Nice. You should be able to have like a special ability, like a attack button that leads up, so you get like like a special kill. So you go behind them, like twist their neck or something. Like
that's exactly what COD does then.
What I will say is the character that's similar to what R-Techz plays at the moment. Their ability is smite, and they literally like you focus down on one person, and their head just explodes, like actually goes pop.
Nice. I love games like that. Like Doom has it as well.
That sort of stuff gets me off. I mean, what?
But I think if they did, I think Vermintide, I think the only thing I reckon the improve would be two things: the less voice acting, and to have, like a special, like quick, you got to press the button at a certain time, and then you can do a special move. Like how would you like in Mortal Kombat, where is it? Finish this. You get your own special ability to do something like that. That'd be shit hot, like putting your knife through there.
So I know for a fact that that's not in Darktide. At least not. It wasn't in the version that I played. There has been some content updates since I last played.
Should we have to like?
It's not as doable for a game like that because only the bosses have health bars. Whereas in Destiny 2, every single enemy has a health bar.
Yeah.
And if you get them down to 10% health, they do like a finisher type move.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, but without a health bar.
Yeah, that's true. But mind you, they're only like one-hit kills anyway. So
yeah,
the
for the most part.
So you could just special move or whatever. What would you class that as though? What do they call it when you can do that?
It's like a finisher, I guess.
Yeah, like you can just press like the analog in and it does a special move.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, Vermintide has taken ages to download.
Yeah, it did for me.
Yeah,
I did it overnight.
At one point, it was telling me it was going to take like 5 months for me to download it.
Jesus Christ, mine took 8 hours.
I'm getting 8.2 megabytes a second downloading.
But it's worth it. Remember that.
It is. Really, you should have downloaded it at some point before now.
You
should have put it on downloading whilst you were, with Jess, while she was delivering your child.
Yeah, that would have been a good shout. Yeah. But I downloaded it the day we played it. But the first time we played it, it didn't go to plan because I kept jumping in and out. I had no audio, and I missed out majority of the game because I kept getting kicked out.
Yeah.
But how the hell am I higher levels if I kept getting kicked out? Or did you start again with different characters?
So you have continued to play the same character the entire time.
Yeah, that's right.
And you carried on playing with R-Techz after I left.
Oh, that's true. Yes. Didn't think about that.
Then the second time it was the same thing where you carried on playing after I left with R-Techz again.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. But no, it's a really good game. I'm actually quite. I love the gore and just the heads flying off and especially the special abilities you get as well.
Yeah.
But I like the guy I am. I love him. I'm gonna get him tattooed on my face. No, I really enjoy it. I wasn't.
He's not a very good looking lad. I'm just gonna say it.
No, he's it's the rat people as well. I mean, do they come in like different sizes? Because there is like, I'm sure in the video I posted today on YouTube, which you can go check out if you're in this Dingle Games, go check out. There's a bit where I die. Well, I don't die. You come and save me, but like 2 minutes before that, there's a rat, and it's like that big. And I said, and I was about to say, it's in the video, and I say, do they come in different sizes?
Yeah,
because it was a dwarf. It was
the small ones. I don't believe that the small ones. I don't believe are Skaven. I think they are just giant rats. Whereas the Skaven, who are the rat people, they are.
Yeah.
They range from being the size of a normal person to being fucking abominations the size of a fucking building.
Yeah, because the reason I say it is because obviously we were swarmed by them, and I saw that, and I just assumed, what the fuck is that? But anyway, I love it. But yeah, we're gonna do it again.
Yep.
I'm gonna make a series out of it on YouTube. So
I didn't really enjoy it, to be fair. I didn't like the game. I'm gonna uninstall it and forget all about it.
It's fine. Me and Jen play it.
Yeah.
So, what recording software are you using?
A software called Out.
Oh. No, it's a Filmora.
So Filmora is the editing software that you guys are using. What are you using again, Dingle, to record?
Outplayed. It's amazing. Yeah, it just literally as soon as you start the game up, it starts recording. But now I've got the short keys. Huh?
Put it in the general chat.
The hotkeys.
Yeah, the hotkeys. So when I press F1, just starts. And as you say, the quality of the video that I put out this morning was good quality.
Yeah,
compared to my old videos, no lagging, nothing.
Yeah, you got it at 1,000.
80 in it. Oh, I can't remember. I had it at 60 FPS.
That's the another thing about my. Whenever I do it, it's always 480.
Yeah, but you can change it in Filmora.
Well, you've got the premium one.
Put the link in the
Hey?
Put the links in the general for the stuff you're using.
No, well.
Might do.
Oh, no.
Might do. But yeah, no, it's a good game, and you're missing out, SD, I reckon.
Get on it. There's a character on there that looks exactly like you, right? And it's the dwarf.
We're hitting the timer. So, final thoughts on Vermintide?
I'll go first. I think it's brilliant, and I can't wait to play it again. And if you're watching this, go check it out on Dingle Games. We're on a giggle over there. It's a good game. And that's what I've got to say about that.
Jim?
Yeah. I also agree. It's a great game. I'm really enjoying it. And I hope we continue to play it more.
Amen.
R-Techz?
I just hate it and hate you.
I'm downloading it. I'm gonna play it, and I'll have to say another time, another podcast, what I think of it.
Yeah, we'll plan it.
It's definitely a good game, but it's also a hard game. So if anyone here is interested in playing it, be prepared to get your ass whooped, even on the.
But make sure you watch it on Dingle Games first.
Yeah, watch it on Dingle's Games first.
We need.
That'll give you a good example of how it plays.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, great. So, getting back to the whole presenter sort of thing. Follow Dingle Games. Follow Gem on Reddit. Follow our Twitter page. And follow R-Techz Gaming if it's still going.
All under ThaStr8UpBustas. And you shouldn't know how to spell it. You shouldn't know how to spell it because it will be on the video. Remember, we have TikTok as well. Don't forget your favorite platform, SD.
Yeah.
TikTok from Dingle, is that been changed to the ThaStr8UpBustas, or is it still Dingle?
It's still Dingle, but the @'s at ThaStr8UpBustas. So.
And I'm on Twitter as well. ThaStr8UpBustas Gem.
Yeah.
I control the main Twitter page. I should post more, but to be fair, we only have 4 followers at the moment. So if you'd like to jump on that and make it a bit more, that'd be great.
Make it 5. Whoop whoop whoop.
And also we're gonna have another project coming on. It'll be a monthly project hosted by me.
The Straight Up Warlocks.
Warlords, but yes.
Straight up bastards, yeah.
Straight up cunts.
And Straight Up Mandos for the next season of Mando. Each episode.
I feel like we should do more Star Wars stuff as well. With Straight Up Mandos.
Yeah, I watched it. Everything. Everything I haven't watched is Andor. Maybe we could do Ahsoka when that comes up.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Amen.
All right, and that concludes our episode. Like and subscribe. Finish your business on the internet. Have a wank and whatnot.
I've been going this whole time.
When do we stop?
Or wanking while watching.
Wanking while hosting.
It's a danger wank, but just with a podcast instead of your mum.
All right, we're out.